Hello, everyone. Craig DeLuz coming at you live from the Gun Rights Policy Conference 2022 in Dallas, Texas.
Yeehaw!
All right. This is the first Gun Rights Policy Conference that we've held live since before COVID. So that was, I think, 2019 was the last time we were here. And you know what this is? It's an opportunity once again for activists from all over the country, people who are dealing in litigation, people are dealing and fighting with legislation, people are fighting at the state and local levels to come together. Oh, by the way, come together with experts and media to talk about what's going on in the fight for our right to keep and bear arms. So I'm going to use it as an opportunity to bring to you some of the folks who are working across the country. And what better place to start than our co-host? Now, the event is put on by the Second Amendment Foundation. But since being held in Texas, I figured the first person that we should have up would be the president of the Texas Handgun Association, Mr. Wallace Dunn. Hello, sir. How are you doing today?
Good morning.
Excellent. So do me a favor. Tell the folks a little bit about the organization and a little bit about what you do.
Sure. We have been around since 1997. One of the best kept secrets in Texas. We suck at marketing. We originally started, it was a group of instructors when Texas first started allowing the concealed handgun licensing. In 1996, our group was formed in 97 because you know when you deal with the government, we didn't get a lot of guidance from the state. So this organization was formed originally as a group of instructors teaching the Texas License to Carry class. And that's really what we're all about is education. Our whole mission is education, awareness of our rights, fighting for our rights in Austin. Everybody thinks Texas is this big gun-friendly state. Mm-hmm. We have some challenges. As a lot of people know, every big city in Texas is liberal. Every major city in Texas. So we do have to fight for our gun rights. And man, thank you for having me here. I appreciate it.
So I live in California. So California is, in case you didn't know, it's not a gun-friendly state.
Yes, sir.
I also know that there are a lot of former Californians living here in Texas. What sort of challenges does it create having people who come from other states who don't have the same freedoms and liberties that you have in Texas? How much of a challenge does it create for you on the policy level trying to not have them, I'll just put it this way, Californicate your state?
Well, thank you. Yeah, we add some other objectives there. You know, we welcome people moving to Texas. We need people to move here. Our economy is booming. I work in the oil field in West Texas. We produce 50% of all of the oil and gas in the United States, and we're booming out there. Unfortunately, we also bust. It's the boom and bust. But we need people, whether from California or Utah or Louisiana. We need people to move here. We just want you to leave your liberal politics at home, please.
It is funny that you say that because what's interesting is you know, so the Firearms Policy Coalition is we're not right, we're not left, we're pro-liberty. So
yes,
we
sir.
fight for the right to keep and bear arms. And one of the things that we really try to focus on is getting to that point. Now, do you find that because we find in California that even amongst people who are our allies, oftentimes they get confused and they think, well, because you're conservative, it means that you're pro-gun. And
right.
And one of the things we found is it's not always the case.
Or because you're liberal, you're anti-gun.
Right. Exactly.
One of the gun groups that I follow is a large Southern California gay gun rights group, and it's pretty interesting. I mean, I'm not into the lifestyle, but I applaud their efforts. You know, self-defense is really what I'm all about. I'm an instructor as well, and we were born with the God-given right to defend ourselves.
Yep.
And we should support that right for everybody, regardless of religion, background, ethnicity. We are an inclusive group. It was a very interesting observation this morning when Masad Ayub was making the opening comments. He closed with, "Please take note that this National Gun Rights Policy Conference is being opened by a Jew and an Arab." And then went on and talked a little bit more about how we are inclusive. As you know, women is one of the fastest growing segments of the industry. One of the things I'm proud of is this last year, 3 of our new board members at our Handgun Association are female, which is a big deal. They look a lot better on video than I do, too.
So how do folks, if they want to join your organization, or well, first let's start. If they want to join, and/or they want to maybe they just want to learn more about your organization.
Sure. Yeah.
How do they find you?
We have a website. You can Google Texas Handgun Association or any other search engine. Our website is txhga.org. We do have a membership base, $30 a year, $25 for veterans. We have a life membership, and we have a legacy life membership. And I encourage people to join. One of the things that really separates us, there are many gun groups in Texas, as you can imagine. All good. I belong to every one of them that I'm aware of. But the thing that makes us different is we actually do training. So we'll have a weekend where you can come, go to the range, hear from a sheriff what's going to happen if you shoot somebody in Texas, what's going to happen to you legally. We'll have a criminal defense attorney come speak to the group about what's going to happen in the court process. We have a gunshot first aid class, which is super critical. If you're ever around somebody that got shot, we know that first aid life-saving measures can save lives.
Yeah.
It's not like in Hollywood where you shoot them once and they're down,
Right.
Very survivable. In fact, the last statistic I saw was 85% of gunshot wounds are survivable if you have immediate first aid. So that's a big thing. Anybody that's going to carry every day, they need that. They need that.
Most definitely.
that-
Well, it's funny. In California, where I'm at, they're doing active shooter training, and obviously, we can't carry on campuses in California. But what I
Right.
found was interesting is almost none of the places that are doing the training are providing trauma first aid,
Or stop the bleed.
or purchasing
Yeah.
trauma kits. And I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, why? It just doesn't make sense that they wouldn't do that.
Right.
Anyway, so thank you so much for coming on the program.
You bet, man.
We very much appreciate it. We appreciate the work that you're doing on the ground.
Yeah.
We acknowledge we can't do everything, and we cannot be everywhere. So we're a big advocate of local groups getting involved in where you are, whether it's at the state level, whether it's at the local level, or even at the federal level. So
Well,
once
you
again, very
you
much
used the
appreciate
term grassroots earlier, and absolutely, we are the grassroots for Texas, and we are involved politically. When the legislature is sitting, we are there in Austin testifying for our gun bills.
it. Excellent.
So
Well, once again, thank you so very much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Wallace Dunn. All right, that's going to be it for this interview, but we're going to be back with more folks who are here at the Gun Rights Policy Conference 2022. We'll be right back.
If you like our videos, follow, subscribe,
that was
like,
awesome, man.
and share.